Hey there, how's it going? Been a second or two. Um, I found, or I'm going to attempt recording at a gym that I have recorded at before. I've talked to some of the people in the past, so it should be okay. The only reason I don't record there more often is because the ambient sound, they tend to have loud music playing on the speakers there. So I'm going a bit more of a midday hour in comparison to like the late at night 5 p.m. rush, which is when I normally attend. I messed with the microphone's noise canceling, so it should be clean. I don't want this to be too long because I know that people aren't really into watching 40-minute videos nowadays. But also I don't want to rush past it. Either way, I'm gonna try to do some good posing at the end. They have a posing room, and I'm pretty sure you're allowed to record in there. That I'm not positive about. I will keep you updated. If they can, I'll do a thing in there, do some more in-depth posing than I normally do. And as a post-car talk, I'm going to be doing cardio instead, as I've started introducing cardio into my routine. Less daily activity and stuff, so I've been doing a little bit more of it. It is going to be legs, so I'm going to do 15 minutes of cardio instead of 30 because, you know. So yeah, I'm going to set this up next to that, to whatever cardio machine I decide for the post-workout talk. I'm going to do my best to talk within the workout. Keep it concise enough. But I think that's all I got. I obviously am a little out of practice talking to the microphone. So not going to yap on for too long. I don't want you to lose interest. Hope somebody comes back to at least check on me. So I'm going to let you go, and I'm going to go drive farther than I'd like for legs. Okay, first up, calves. I like to always start my leg days with calves. Any people that have been here for long enough to see multiple leg days would know that. I do believe that I've recorded one here in the past, and I used this leg machine or this calf machine to start. It's pretty dead in here. Like there's still a solid amount of people. It's a popular gym, but as far as usual hours go, it's pretty shallow. Now, obviously, I'm not going to record every single calf set. I don't think anybody wants to see all of that. But yeah, so probably see next for hamstrings or hip adductors. Okay, so still getting used to recording with this camera, but I know you can't really see what's going on. Let me grab you there. So this machine, I've recently been incorporating it into my routine a bit more because not only does it kind of help build stability in your hips, making sure you're not neglecting the kind of in between muscles. If done properly, it also helps thicken out the inside of the thigh a little bit, which I've definitely noticed in my posing. It looks quite a bit better. They kind of used to be mostly just quad, outer sweep, and the inside of my leg was like kind of scooped and hollow. But since doing this machine, the adductor, it has really thickened out quite a bit. I know a lot of people don't do this because, embarrassed or whatever, because it's a little sus or whatever, but I don't think so. Making sure to apply the same rules as any other exercise. Heavy within reason, controlled stretch. I could actually do more than that. But, like I said with calves, you don't need to see me do 4 sets of the same boring exercise. So next, hamstrings, I swear. Okay, next up, lying hamstring curls. Now, this, I don't know what I was going to say. Whatever. Still slight warm up. Getting the blood pumping. Okay, now, really. Okay. Controlled. Oh, shit. Okay. Oh, ow. Oh. Okay. This specific brand of machine tracks tracks the number of reps and the rest time and stuff, so can BS yourself to 10. Sometimes I mid-set misplace a number, and then at the end of the set I write it down in my book that I did 7, and in reality I did like 4, or I did 10. It works both ways. It's why a lot of the time I don't hold myself to numbers too much. Just go to failure within a reasonable number. Like that joke that counting is beginner bodybuilding. Just go to failure over 5, something like that. But I still think counting's helpful. Helps you track a little better. Anyway, I'm just yapping now. Another set of this. Okay, I'm done messing with the angle. I'm gonna go again, same weight. That doesn't look too bad. Oh, shit. Drop set. Okay. 7 reps wasn't quite enough for me to call it a good set, so added on 3 more. 7. I've been liking doing all of hamstrings, then a very quad-focused squat, then a leg press, then sometimes some leg extensions, finishers. So I think only 2 sets of that. Now, some dumbbell RDLs. I've been really liking those. Have been making my hamstrings super sore. So yeah, I think over to dumbbells, then over to a Smith machine after 2 sets of that. Okay. Managed to find a nice desolate corner with a weird leg stabilizer thingy. I've seen people use it before. I've been doing something similar with a bench, just like putting a bench next to me, laying my calves against it so I can press back as I'm doing RDLs and get more and more stable. But this thing is the stablest of the stable. So we'll see how this goes. Oof. Okay, that's enough for the first set. These are always such a freaking shaky exercise for me. I was really like moving in the way up on that last one. And I don't feel like you need to go very heavy for RDLs or stiff-legged deadlifts or whatever specific kind of variation you're thinking of. Because it's more of a just stretch, kind of tension exercise. And less of a lifting as much weight as you can variation. The lighter the weight to an extent, the better I can like really manually contract the muscle. There's like a point where it's so heavy that my form is now altering to simply move that much weight because I'm not strong enough. Right now, 40s to 45s is about right. Really focusing on like squeezing my knees closed to move the weight up. So one more of that, then squat is time. Also, lighter weight can be important in this particular exercise to help save your lower back. Mine's already pumped after just one. So definitely important for me specifically to not go too crazy heavy, so I'm not getting more of a lower back pump than I am a hamstring pump. But like I said, should be the last one of this. And our hamstrings should be thoroughly cooked. And they're going to get hit again with leg press later. Come on. Now slow down as if another. Okay. Sorry, one of them rolled and hit the stand. So, another thing I like about this as if another. So when you go to put down the weight, 1, to prevent injury, so you don't just slam it down. 2, to get extra stretch in that close to failure zone, is put down the weight in a manner as if you were going to press it up to do another rep. That goes with a lot of exercises, and I try to consciously remind myself to do it whenever I can. Anyway, today's a rambling day, sorry. Okay. If you can't hear the music's being a little funky right now. That's a Smith machine, warming up, compound exercise. I know I did a couple leg exercises already, but it's good to practice the exact movement. Make sure everything's all prepped. I'm now realizing that my hand is traveling right in front of the shot. So we're not going to put it right there. Just got to look around for where a good spot is going to be. I'm going to steadily increase weight. I'll get back to you when I have a good camera position and all the weight on there. Okay, squat time. Sorry, my music was loud. Also, I'm right next to a speaker, so apologies. But I got like a 45 on the ground for ankle height, 205 in the total. The last 2 sessions, I got this for 3 reps, I think, maybe 4. I can check later. But we're aiming for a bit more than that. Sorry, just in the camera, so I don't hit it. Okay, gotta get my song going. I know it's not that heavy, but a bell helps. Okay. Six. Good check. Okay, I'm gonna get back to catch my breath. Okay, so yeah, that was good set. Hope that I still figuring out the camera thing. Hope that I was decently enough in focus for that, because that was a grinder. I worked really hard at that. So I only do 1 top set for legs, or for squats specifically. Because if I did that weight again, I'd get like maybe 8 reps. So I lowered it to 135? Yeah, a 45 on either side. I know I've been lifting for 3 years. I should have my plate mass down, but I'm still working on it. Never my strong suit. Anyway, got a little bit less on there. Still keeping the belt for stability and the right, you can't see it on there. The heel plate. I moved so that you can see the heel plate. Same form. Maybe a little bouncier, not quite go on a walkout. Just pump out as many as I can. Might not get to 10. I often don't with the second set, but we're gonna try. And then then go to leg press. I'm just gonna keep it in one solid take. Of course, the moment that I'm done talking, the music. I was gonna say the music stopped, but it didn't. No, I've never let it fall. What were you doing this week? Not quite as tight of belt. Don't need it to be. Okay, let's give that a second. Yeah, those were a little pumpier than I would have liked. I didn't go all the way down on all of them. Something to work towards, but good enough finisher. I'm glad finally big enough to see my quads through my pants sometimes. But onto a heavier exercise, leg press, if it's open. If the one I'm thinking of is open, there's like 4 here. So I'm spoiled for choice. Okay. Sorry, let me get some music going. Okay. So, damn, you still can't see my head. This is the leg press I like doing. Last leg day, I attempted 4 plates, and I only got like 3 reps, which I know low rep still works, but I'd rather hold myself to at least 5. So we're gonna go 3 plates today. See how that feels. You know, I'm actually gonna raise the camera. Just a tad. There you go. I already set the depth for the safeties and got good foot position and stuff. Okay. It's a little better. Belt could have been tighter. But I hate to rely on it too much. And I know there's a light right where my head was. So, might have to move it. I don't want to look like a ethereal being during my sets. This camera's definitely better than the other one as far as making me glow. But, yeah, another that. After a good break. Okay, good enough angle. Same weight. Nice and controlled, and this honestly might be it. I don't know if we need anything after this, but let me think about it after the set. Right, tighter belt. I want to like completely constrict myself, but I want it to be tight enough to where it's actually doing its job. Okay, nope. About damn time. Yeah, I think that's it. Yeah, I feel like any other leg extensions after this would just be pure pump work. And I'm sure it wouldn't be awful, but I feel like we already got the majority of the actual stimulative work done. Sorry I'm jangling the camera so much. See you in a second for whatever I decide to do. Okay, so took a second to get in here and get the camera angle right. I'm pretty much never in here. Yeah, that's on my whole legs. Gonna do a full, like, just 90s pose down, which normally I don't do. Normally I just take my pants off and leave the shirt on. But the owner came in here with me. She's pretty cool. She's got like arms twice the size of mine. It's louder in here than I was expecting the music. So let me adjust my undies. Okay. Take my squat shoes off. I do wear heel elevated shoes, so I can get more, knee over toe while I'm doing any kind of pressing movements. So again, I'm really trying to make sure I'm in frame. I'm gonna. Okay. I hopefully just skip past some like moving of the camera. So, legs focused, obviously. I have recently gotten quite a bit better at posing my legs, personally, I feel. I used to pose my toes very forward, trying to pose with my legs, my quads. Jesus, they are pretty full today. But recently, I've been turning my feet further out. I know you can't really see my feet, but turning my feet more out and less very slightly out, more like almost horizontal. And I feel like that really helps get some sweep, you know what I'm saying? Some of this outer, wow. And now, hamstrings, not to neglect. Hips slightly away. I've been recently trying to push this rear supporting leg that way more instead of focusing all on this leg. So, kind of getting this against my knee and pressing it wider like that. Gotta remember that. Squeeze the glute too. Squeeze. Oh. Okay. Wow. Now the other side. Making sure to pose as symmetrically as I can. Make sure the camera's still on. The camera's still on. Okay. Slightly away, but not too far. Press the rear knee into the hamstring. And bend slightly while squeezing. The thing is, my side chest on this side is way better, but my side hamstring is not as good. Okay. Holy, my legs are pumped. So now, for the rear posing, I've heard that it's effectively the same as the front. Really trying to get this kind of, outer visible. Now to try for a rear calf spike. So, can you even see my calves? Yeah, kind of. One leg a little bit back, a little bit out, and then like posing the calf up. Sorry, I'm super self-conscious about the camera angle. Making sure to like rotate out to flex the glutes together. Oh, I can just look up. That's pretty sick, actually. More calf, more calf. Okay. Ow. Calves really be cramping. So, what I meant when I was talking about the abductors is this here. My my legs used to mostly just be this. Not as much now as there is now. But this inner, that really makes your legs look thicker. That's been a big improvement recently. What do I do with the other leg? Like that? Yeah, something. Okay, I feel like that's enough, right? Well, let's try, I've been practicing, let me actually try it this side. I'm practicing the crap out of this one, really trying to get my mobility better. No. Okay. Out. Also out. Something like that. Working on it. Okay, anyway. Taking up your time. Been posing for 7 minutes. Hopefully not going to use all that. Let's go to cardio. It is cardio after the lift. It was the very start of it, at least. Normally I do one of the recumbent bikes, the lean back ones, but this is a seated bike, more like a actual bicycle, where my legs are under me instead of in front of me, and doesn't seem too bad so far, at least. Music's kind of loud right now, but hasn't seemed to have picked up on the mic so much, too much so far. So, that was, change battery pack. Okay, noted. We were definitely wrapping up then. That was pretty good. I really like that posing room. It was nice. I haven't been in there in a couple of months. I'm glad to have PR'd on squats. It's nice doing more than I'm used to, or like actually progressing, because I was stuck at that same rep range for 2 sessions, which is more than usual. I know it's not that crazy, but so last time, legs, I didn't squat. I just did that leg press machine. It's kind of, I don't know, give my whole system a break or something. That tends to help. I don't have a doctorate. Okay, so my camera died while I was recording the cardio. I'm sure I tried to put that on screen. This is a little bit after I had to let it charge. I thought that I would have enough time, but I guess maybe leaving it on in between sets or something while I was in my bag or whatever probably chewed through it a little faster than I thought it would. But anyway, As a quick finishing note, that was a really good workout. My legs are definitely sore right now. They're going to be a little sore later, especially after doing cardio afterward. It wasn't super high intensity, but still. I'm really proud of myself for doubling my reps on squat for that weight. Probably going to continue at that weight for another session or two until I can get 10 before increasing to the big 225. I'm sure I could do one rep of it right now, but we squat to get big legs, not to get a high one rep max. So I'm going to probably edit this together right now, honestly. Make a couple shorts out of it. When I was posing, I recorded a couple poses with the camera twisted, so it would be like vertical portrait style, and I'm gonna see if I can flip it in the editing software so that I can actually get a full vertical image for Instagram and Shorts. Yeah, I don't really think I have any other info than that. I'm going to try. No, I'm not going to try. I am going to record more often. Next will be a chest, and then a push, then a pull, then another legs. I'm not going to record every single day, but like I'll aim for at least one a week. Now that I have a place that I know I can record at, I have good recording equipment. I have the time. Yep. That should help increase the quality once I have more practice talking to a camera. And it should, help each get more views and stuff. Not that that's all I care about, but it helps. Anyway, I'm getting on a ramble about the same stuff I always talk about. I'm gonna get to editing that video and putting it out. Sorry that it died in the middle. I won't let it happen again.